Good evening, guys, and welcome back to the classroom with Architect Mark. Tonight, I would like to talk to you guys about something of it's an issue that you will eventually be facing, and it's an inevitable one, sadly. But it does lead you to think about the things that you are using and why you should take care of them. All right, so let's go to the classroom. And for this particular lesson or topic, we will be using the bamboo blackboard, or in this case, is the blue board, which is kind of appropriate for uh, my profession, actually. So it's just like we're creating a blueprint right here. So I moved on to the pen to talk about. Let's start the timer and start to talk about redundancy. So what is this thing all about? So redundancy basically means that you would want a copy or a backup always on the ready. And this is not limited to, let me just move the mouse away, because I don't know why it's there. Why I wanted to talk to you about this is because earlier today, uh, my mouse, the MX Master 2S, suddenly stopped responding. Now, apparently, there is a button here in the, as you can see, there is a little bit of rise there. There is a button here, and when it's depressed or pressed down, the mouse won't move or the cursor won't move, but everything else works. So you can scroll, you can click and right click, change the mode, but you can't, the cursor won't move with you. So that got me thinking, what if I didn't have another mouse on the ready? So say the example right now is the mouse. Okay, because redundancy is not limited to files or data or software, it's also concerning hardware. So I have the MX Master, I have they call this, I have the Surface mouse. This is the one that folds. And I have a host of other mice here. I have the Air, which is pretty old, the Revolution, which is the grandfather of the MX Master, and a host of other mice just lying around somewhere in the office, in the environment. So, when earlier today I was struggling with the MX Master, I had this to allow me to navigate the computer, or better yet, if the MX Master really did have a problem and were not able to function, I couldn't be spending the day doing uh, CAD work on a trackpad. See, that's pretty hard. I do know someone or of some people who used to do that, but it's for me it's highly inefficient. So Apart from the mouse, I also have some keyboard backups. I have the Alto, and then this one, I think is the K480. And then, of course, the keyboard uh, from the laptop itself. So I do have some other keyboards, but they need to have function keys. So keyboard with function keys, because these are important when doing CAD work, function keys. If you don't have those, you'll have a pretty hard time working with that. Of course, true redundancies, when you talk about it, that also talks about data. And that is why there's a lot of hard drive around almost all the time, because my base computer is just only there's only 120 gigs on this, and that's never nearly enough, especially for, and if you're gaming, that's nothing. That's just one game maybe. uh, when it updates, you just, yeah, you can't use that. So we do actually have here a NAS. So for data, because this is one of the main concerns when you talk about redundancy. For data, we have a NAS, okay, and then hard drives, and then uh, SSDs. We have two now, both not very high values, but they still allow us to move things along faster. And then thumb drives are pretty much, yeah, these are not really included, unless your thumb drive is like a terabyte, in which case we can include it here. So oh, we also have cloud services, of course, and you would eventually want to be migrating to this, which allows you to work with your files from virtually any device that you have with you. So that could be your phone, which is almost always charged and present with your person, a tablet, which you which would actually uh, it's great for when you want to show something to someone else, and you're not like trying to show them something on your phone, which is a very small screen, even at like the size of a Galaxy Fold or Fold 2. That's still not nearly enough to share content with another person, especially a client, where you need to have like a professional distance between each other. You need to maintain this. So a tablet would serve you better. And well, a computer that you have with you, a network connected device, internet connected device. It can be anything, as long as your file can be read. Now, redundancy is good and all that, but there is a problem of, uh, it's actually not a problem, but a conundrum. uh, it's like a puzzle. When you're trying to become redundant, like say the for photography, there is a rule. Uh, so this is how you should keep your data when you're doing photography. So you have uh, one in your card. So this is the original uh, shot, and then one in your hard drive, and then one off-site copy. So let's do this symbol, like a server of sorts. Server, a hard drive, and your card. Well, your card, uh, when you move that to your computer, that's basically it. So you always have three copies of your data. One, one of them specifically, this one, off-site from you. That means if ever there's a burglary, knock on wood, or a whatever, if something bad happens, you still have somewhere to go to recover your data. And that's pretty priceless from a standpoint of a business that requires that the lifeline is basically data. And uh, architecture is pretty much that, especially nowadays when all all of the files for coordination are constantly being transmitted over the internet. You have a copy on the email, a copy on your drive when you downloaded it, and then when you copy that over to your network drive, there's another copy made there. So the problem now happens is which of these is the most updated, and only you would know that. You would need to tell the people around you who are working with you that, hey, I have updated this file, and because of the very quick turnaround, sometimes you might not be able to do that. But it's definitely a good thing to be redundant. And I'm part of the idea of this video is to uh, it's not a warning, but I'm pretty sure over the holidays, because it's Christmas right now, it's almost Christmas, you'll probably be getting something, you might be getting something new uh, in terms of your uh, working setup. And the instinctual move is to just discard your old uh, whatever machine or phone. So you might want to reevaluate that decision because you want to be redundant. It's important to be this. All right. So I hope you guys learned something from this, or at least open your mind to it, because this is a thing. This is an actual thing that you would need to contend with. And the phrase better safe than sorry is very much appropriate for this one. So that's it for now, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. It's almost Christmas time already, but we do still have plenty to talk about. So I'll see you then. Till next time, good night.